So here is the start of the hike into Shoshone Geyser Basin. It is September 3rd, 2015, Thursday, and starts out on a service road for a couple miles. Pretty sure we're going to be following this river for a while. And from what the ranger says, there's going to be a gentle slope all the way to Grants Pass, and we'll find out. Well, I made it to Star Geyser, so I can't take my bike with me, and I'm not supposed to walk in the geyser itself, I guess. So let's see what we got in here. I'm not sure how often this erupts, but I read that it's supposed to be quite a sight. Looks like there's a couple people maybe waiting for it up there right now. A little bit of steam coming out of it. So we got past the service road, and now we're into the regular hiking path to get into Shoshone Lake. So I got past the first campsite. It was OA1, I believe, and the path is nice, pretty. Now we're coming up to cross over I don't know if this is a fire hole river or not. I'm gonna have to look at the map again, but pretty area here. Got some little ripples. Shoshone Lake Beckler Trail Junction, 4.5 miles. So that's our next stop. I could smell the sulfur, so I knew something was coming up. And just off the trail here is a couple little thermal spots. That far one out there, that's got some steam. There's some steam coming off the bigger ones out there. And here's a bigger hole, but no, there's a little bit of steam. It's hard to see coming out of there. So I guess off and on along this trail there will be some more thermal activity to watch for. Well, I think I'm getting close now. There was a sign back there that said 1.1 miles to North Shoshone Lake Trail, and that's where I'm headed. It's a nice, gentle trail along here, and I'm pretty sure eventually I'm going to have to get up and cross that ridge, and once I get up to that ridge, should be able to see the lake and then be really close to the campsite. It's so peaceful out there. Well, I made it to the spur into 8R5, which is where I will be camping tonight. Looks like it's going to be a climb out in the morning. We'll have to figure out a way to get over to the Geyser Basin too. Might have to bring this same way up tonight just to go over to the basin. But I could see the lake out there. And hoping that there's a pretty view and that maybe there's a beach where I could get in, go swimming, because right now I'm feeling pretty hot and sweaty. Well, I made it to the campsite, 8R5. Here's a little seating area. There's a little red sign over there, shows the way to the toilet. We got some poles up here for stringing food. And it's a pretty view up here. There's the lake out there. You can hear the wind blowing in the trees. There's the lake. Bit of a drop off right here. I think it's shallower down there. I'll be able to get to the beach, rocky beach. And just a view of the lake. Nice clear place here for the tent, and we put it away from where our food was hanging, so we're up the hill just a little bit. There's the bag. And the eating area on the lake. And now I'm gonna go see the geysers, or the Shoshone Geyser area. So we're down in the Shoshone Geyser Basin now, and pretty meadow out there. Here's probably some runoff. And I could see a bunch of steam just dead ahead of me. Looks like there used to be something out there and it's gone dormant. A little bit off to the edge. There's steam plumes all over the place, and I'm not sure if you could see them on the screen, but even in the far tree line, past the trees, I see some steam coming up too. So I looked in the map, and I think this is called Mountain Creek. And there's probably some spots along there where you can get in and have some thermal warmth. I'm not quite sure where. But I saw that at least that one was spitting into it, so I'm sure that there's some right on the bank or underneath it. But here's some pretty thermal spots over here. Quite a large pool. And here's a pretty looking one. It's got different colors in the water. It's got the reddish around the outside rim. Well, it turns out there is a nice little beach. Up that way is the eating area, and then further on is the campsite. And then when you come down here, got a really good view of the lake. And a nice beach. So just in a second here, I'm going to pump some cold mountain lake water. And probably should get this done pretty soon because my battery's going dead.